When 2022 started, January 1st, I was like, I'm gonna make a video every day. 90 days, 90 videos. That was my goal, right? And now it's like, I need to make 3 times a day with what's happening in the market. And now that I hired an editor to edit my videos, it's like, I can't even afford to send this video to the editor, because by the time, it usually takes like 48 hours, by the time they get it back, it's like, who knows what's gonna happen to the market? We might be in a World War III, or Putin will come up with something else. I mean, my goodness, so much stuff is happening. I mean, very exciting for people that want to trade, like they can't sit on their butt and just do nothing. I mean, that is some serious stimulation. But anyway, so I'm thinking about Voxtur, yeah? Because it's truly amazing how much is going on with this company. And all of this is being masked by this craziness in the market and in the world. Like, it's just unbelievable. Like, let me give you an example here. Like, one of the things that's happening. Okay, so this is a list of domains. Okay, let me just turn. This is a list of domains that Voxtur just signed up for, okay? And some of the domains are Voxtur AOL Online, Voxtur AOL World. So they bought up a bunch of domains. Now, what does AOL stand for? Come on, don't you even think about that this is the email AOL or whatever. AOL stands for Attorney Opinion Letter, okay? So if you watched my video series on Voxtur, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you didn't, I suggest you go to my playlist and watch Voxtur, because things are about to get really interesting. All right, so why are they buying all of these AOL domains? It's really clear, because they're about to get ready to unleash a tectonic business division to the real estate world. And also I saw that in the state of Texas, they registered an LLC for the attorney opinion letter. So for those of you that don't know, when you buy a house, you have to do a title search to make sure that the title is properly transferred. And title companies do that, okay? But there might be errors in the title search. So you have to buy a title insurance to protect you against the errors. But the problem is that the title insurance is like a scam. And everybody knows that, okay? Fannie Mae knows this, Freddie Mac knows this. It's a scam. Why is this a scam? Because in a regular insurance, like automobile insurance, health insurance, insurance companies charge you premium, a monthly premium. And then they price those premiums based on probabilities. And so when they collect $100 worth of premiums, about 80% of it is paid out in claims. That's just how it works out on probability. So they only get to keep maybe like 20%, and I don't know exactly the numbers, but most of the money that's collected in premiums gets paid out in claims. When you look at the title insurance, there's no monthly payment, there's a one-time fee, okay? And so the title insurance companies only pay out about 3 to 5% of premiums in claims. So in other words, it's a complete scam. Because why are there so many claims, so little claims? Because the records are pretty good. Most of them are online. They're pretty good. And so consequently, they are stealing money from the consumers. They are making the real estate transaction too expensive. And Fannie Mae recently did a study in December how the closing costs for real estate transactions for low-income Americans are higher than the down payment. And the two culprits of closing costs being so high are appraisal and title. So that's why this is important, because Voxtur is already solving the appraisal problem, and Fannie Mae is making changes, like for example, allowing desktop appraisals to be used for purchase transactions, which wasn't the case in the past. You needed a full-blown appraisal, which required an appraiser to physically inspect the property. And now by allowing desktop appraisals, they are making the appraisals cheaper. And also Voxtur with its technology is making the appraisal work cheaper. So that's being addressed. Now, the title also has to be addressed, and the title insurance has to be addressed in order to lower the closing costs, because there's no reason why people have to pay $1,500 for a title insurance that has a very, very low probability of ever being in need. And they have to do this for purchase transactions. They have to do it for refinance. So let's say you buy a house in January, okay? You pay for the title insurance. And then if in June you refinance that house, you have to pay for it again. How ridiculous is that? Didn't you already pay for the title insurance and you have to pay for it again? Well, that's what the title insurance is about. And that's why it's such a scam. And of course, Fannie Mae, Freddie are in the middle of addressing that. And attorney opinion letter is a solution to this, okay? It's an alternative product that Voxtur, by the way, has a patent for it with the process or data collection. And now Fannie and Freddie are making all this noise about how this is a problem and how it needs to be addressed because the low-income Americans are getting raped. And then you see this, yeah? All the domains being bought up. Guys, Voxtur is giving you clue after clue after clue. Those clues, I don't know how much bigger they need to get. Like, this business alone is gonna be so huge that it's going to make Space Act out of this stock look like a child's play, okay? This is a tectonic shift in the real estate space, and nobody's paying attention. Well, I mean, you guys are, because you're smart enough to watch me, and you're smart enough to subscribe to this channel. Hopefully you're smart enough. And so this whole thing is changing. People in real estate have absolutely no idea what's going on. People in the stock market are busy watching, two countries or several countries play war game. And everybody's distracted with the market sell-off, and all of this is happening, and Voxtur is doing this and a few other things. Now let's also address the foreclosure. I saw on Twitter Calvin talking about how foreclosures are exploding. Well, of course they were gonna explode. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? And you see, in business or in the stock market, you're a victim or you're not a victim, or you take opportunities, or you're a winner, yeah? So Voxtur has a foreclosure business, right? That foreclosure business came from Some of it came from Clarosity, which was acquired when Voxtur was still iLookabout. But then when iLookabout merged with Voxtur, Voxtur came with the foreclosure business to help the lenders process foreclosures, which are always part of the capitalistic society, right? That business in 2019 did, it's either 100 or 120 million of revenue, and the EBITDA was like 20 million or something. And then of course our politicians decided to say, no, we can't have any foreclosures, moratorium, people are going to lose homes because of the pandemic, right? So that business, I mean, pretty much got crushed for like 2 years. Yeah. And now foreclosures are coming back. Well, why are they coming back? Well, because foreclosures are back. The moratorium has been canceled, and of course the foreclosures are going up. And now that business is exploding, right? It's booming. So now, if you think about it, in 2019, when things were, just call it normal, it did like over 100 million of revenue. Now, that business has better technology, okay? Because they took some time to improve it, and they also, put it together with the Clarosity foreclosure side of things. And they have double the number of clients or more, and the client are growing, right? So also they have the appraisal business, and they can cross-sell the foreclosure business to all of these clients, to the double number of clients that they have, and will have double, triple, quadruple number of clients, and they can cross-sell this business. So how much do you think, when things, go more and more to normal, how much do you think the foreclosure business will make in revenue? Well, I think 100 million is in the bag, right? 100 million is in the bag. And if they can do EBITDA of 20 million, what's that worth? 400 million? Yeah, easily. That's like your market cap already. What about 200 million? Can it do 200 million? Yeah, I think you can do 200. I think you can do 300 or 400 million. Like, I'm not saying this year, but that's the earning power of their business. And when you add more clients, and then you cross-sell these clients to all these services, yeah, I can see you doing 400 million in revenues down the road. And so if on 100 million they did 20 million of EBIT, and now the technology is better and the margins are going to be even better, I can totally see profit or EBITDA on the business of 100 million. Okay, now you tell me, that kind of business, 100 million EBITDA, what is it worth on the bottom line? 1 billion? 2 billion? So the foreclosure business alone is worth more than the market cap of the whole company, right? And of course, everybody is playing war and licking the wounds from the Selloff, so they're not paying attention, right? That's just one business. What about the AOL that I just said? What about this? This can be worth $30 billion alone. What about the appraisal side? I don't know. What about, what's this other division? What about Voxtur Wealth, right? That's a completely new way of selling the data, because they have all this real estate data and they're selling it to, appraisers, bankers, to do the title, to do this. And then Voxtur Wealth is another way to monetize that same data, creating like a system where it's like almost like a brokerage statement where people can log in and see all the information on the properties. Who owns the mortgage, how much there's mortgage. Like, that business is gonna freaking go crazy. So, man, oh man, so many things are happening. I'm just excited to own Voxtur. And I mean, see the smile on my face? When these things calm down, the company goes to NASDAQ. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, that's it. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, share the video. That's it.